We have with us the owner of Fit Wellness Center in Nevis, David Walwyn, to tell us all about his gym and the upcoming physique show. A pleasant good morning, David. Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning to you, and good morning to your tuned-in audience. This is Happy Monday.
Yes, it is.
Happy Monday. Yep, it is a happy Monday.
So we have an exciting event coming up, slated for April the 30th. So it's the last Saturday of this month, to be held at NEPOC. That's the Performing Arts Center in Nevis. And so the objective behind this competition is a physique competition. This is our third one being held this year, third annual physique show. Is really to create first a springboard for our local athletes to participate in a sort of like a pro qualifier show where they can have the experience in case they wanted to compete regionally. They have the experience. It's also an opportunity for us to showcase athletes within our community who has taken the concept of fitness to a totally different level. So it showcase athletes in Nevis with exceptional physique who have worked very hard in building the physique. And so it's just another one of our many health promotion initiatives that we do as part of our national weight loss campaign. So those folks who are in St. Kitts and are interested in coming to the physique show, we have organized a boat for them to get back after the show. The show, as I mentioned, starts at 7 o'clock. And half an hour after the show, we can get them back to St. Kitts if they choose to go back. But we welcome you to stay over if you like and enjoy the hospitality of a beautiful island.
All right, so if I heard you correctly, David, this is the third time that this particular show has been, let's say, showcased or put on?
Yeah. The one we've had previously we actually brought in folks from other islands, but this one, due to COVID, that we're still sort of getting beyond COVID, we have decided to keep it locally. But the ones we've had in the past were regional shows that we invited other athletes from other islands. But this one we decided to keep it local, and so the athletes that do well in this show, we like to take them with us to compete in regional competition. As you guys may know, Tony will be going for her IFBB Pro card. We plan to go to St. Martin. St. Martin is having a pro qualifier show in July. So she's going to be going for IFBB Pro card. So those are the kind of shows that we would like to prepare our local athletes for. So when we do go to these regional competition, we can take them with us. So this shows that we do here locally is to create a springboard for that.
It sounds really good, really impressive.
Yeah. What I would like to do, if I may, is to get some tickets to you guys that you can offer to your listeners, and you can choose how you want to give them out. I'd like to get some tickets to you guys, just a way of promoting the show, so you can give out to some of your favorite listeners.
Oh, absolutely.
As I mentioned, you don't have to worry about getting back to St. Kitts. If they wanted to get back to St. Kitts, we can organize a boat fee for them. The boat fee will be a little high. I think it's going to be $35 to get back, because it's going to be a little higher because it's off schedule. But they'll have to just pay $35 to get back to St. Kitts if they wanted to. So getting back to St. Kitts is not going to be an issue.
Thank you, David. We really appreciate that.
How many tickets would you like me to get to you guys?
I'm looking at my executive producer, but she's just smiling from ear to ear. She's saying hopefully 3 if you can. If you can go higher, it's up to you. We were being modest, but
yeah, three is good.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Let me just say though, by the way, just very quickly, if I may, that we all know that being in top shape and good health is no longer a choice. It's become a necessity. I mean, it used to be a point where we can choose to decide whether we want to be healthy or not. But making that choice, as you guys know, is we're at a stage now, a period in life that is no longer a choice. And we don't have the convenience to say that, I don't want to be healthy. We have to. It's a necessity for life. Because if you don't know anything else, is that those people who are more healthy and stay in shape have a strong immune system, and they can ward off, foreign invaders like these variants and viruses we have going on right now. And of course, people who do not are more susceptible, and they have a higher risk of falling prey to these viruses. And so good health is no longer a choice, is a necessity. So, one of the things that we're doing all these things is really to try to promote sort of a high level of health consciousness and just get people excited and interested about being healthy again.
So is that what inspired you to open the Fit and Wellness Center? That idea that health is no longer a choice. It's something that we have to do if we want to live productive lives.
Yeah, well, health promotion has been a thing for me for a very long time. The Fit Wellness Center has been open up for 17 years. But we have went into overdrive now, particularly over the last couple of years with the onset of all these viruses that is going on. So we have launched, this huge health promotion campaign that also includes wellness in the workplace talks. And so one of the things that you guys would like to do, if you like to promote on your show as well, is that we're happy to come to organization. We do this free of charge, where we have wellness and workplace talk. We'll come in, we'll talk to we go to banks, we go to various organizations, TDC and so forth. And we have conversation with their staff about good health practices and things they can do to lose weight. We provide programs, we form groups that creates the support. And so those are the kind of things we do under the National Weight Loss Campaign. I'm the managing director of the National Weight Loss Campaign, something that we've started here, but we like to now extend it into St. Kitts. And the ultimate goal is to really just to try to promote health and wellness and to try to get our community a lot more healthy. Because if we have a healthier community, of course, the nation is only as strong as the health of its community. And so I understand that very clearly. And so that is what drives all of this. So this competition that we're doing is really just another health promotion initiative. We just recently had a half Island Road relay run just held recently. We also had a half Island Road walk. And there's some other things that we've been doing at the Fit Games Park just to promote health and wellness.
So David, yes, obviously we're talking about local participants, all local this year for that physique show. Do you have any numbers for us? How many people will be participating this year?
Yeah, right now we have 12 participants, well, not participants, let me just say participant, competitors. Okay. And believe it or not, they're all out of St. Kitts. We don't have one single person who is competing from Nevis. So I guess Nevis people are a little too shy for this sort of thing. And so we have 3 different categories. So we have women's bikini, men's physique, and men's classic physique. So those are the 3 categories. And they're all from various gyms in St. Kitts. And so these guys would have spent a great deal of time. I got to say that I'm very impressed with the discipline and commitment that a lot of these guys have put in. A lot of these guys have been doing this, have been training for this for the past 6-8 months. And it's amazing the dedication they've put in. So we're looking to have a really, really, really great show. And I can already see that quite a few of these guys who's going to be competing in this competition, they're going to be prepared to go with us probably in the St. Martin show, because they're really that good. I mean, I've seen some images and photos that they've sent me, some videos, and they are in really, really, really great shape.
Oh, we
great. Have we have the some promo ads that we are promoting on our Facebook page. I'm going to be doing a blast here this week as well on Facebook. So folks should be able to see it and get a little more information about the show.
So for persons who have never been to a show of this kind, what exactly does the competition entail?
The women's bikini, for example, by the way, let me just say that we are also part of the reason why we really want to do it in a way where it feels like a real pro qualifier is, and to really give the athletes an experience. We have went to the effort of actually flying in. They're going to be flying in the vice president of the CAC and an ex-IFBB judge to officiate the competition. And that way, the athletes are judged. The competition is being run as if they were in an actual pro qualifier. So the women's bikini is, if you can imagine the way it's judged, if you can imagine a woman in a bikini that have great tones, great physique, great symmetry, not excessively muscular, but just have a really nice, great shape, that's essentially what a bikini athlete would look like. And there'll be some compulsory poses that she will have to do. She'll have to turn to the side, turn to the front, turn to the back. She'll come out and do what they call an eye walk. And then she'll be judged. The men's physique, if you think about a guy that has really great chest, broad shoulder, really nice T-shape, you would see him at the beach as well. Really nice abs. The focus is primarily on the upper body, not so much on the legs. And so that's what a men's physique would look like. And similarly, they will come out on stage. They'll do sort of a bit of an eye walk. They'll do some compulsory poses. And the men's classic physique, think of your classic bodybuilders, like your old Arnold Schwarzenegger before the onset of steroids. Those are very classic physique, not hugely muscular, but someone with a really nice physique that is well proportioned, well symmetrical. They have great legs, they have great abs, they have great shoulder, great chest, just a really nice overall physique. That is what your men's classic physique look like. And the addition to the men's classic physique is that they will have to do sort of like a routine to a song. That makes that particular category unique, because they'll have to do a special routine to a song. And they'll have, and they'll also have an additional classic pose. That's something that sort of speaks to their characteristics. It could be anything from from what Usain Bolt does, where he sort of shoot his hands up. So the men's classic physique will also have a classic pose that will do to sort of identify them. That's basically what the competition will look like. So it's really a show of various physiques.
I can imagine how a show of this kind could motivate people who have been sitting on the couch for a little long to want to go and become members of the gym. So what can you tell us about your membership package?
By the way, just to give an example, you guys have heard of the Olympia in the U.S., right? Mr. Olympia?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the IFBB is sort of it's a similar organization. It's sort of like the Caribbean's version of the Mr. and Mrs. Olympia in the U.S. So when you hear the term IFBB, is sort of like the same body of the Mr. Olympia in the U.S. So that's why these guys can actually get their pro card and pro qualified in pro competitions. In regard to membership, membership are getting better now that we are sort of getting beyond the restriction of the COVID. People are slowly getting back to the gym, and we are doing quite a bit to facilitate that. One of the things I personally do in my gym is because I understand how difficult it is, this whole idea of wellness. And most often people here I don't think they understand what it is to be truly healthy. You know, when someone put weight on for the first time, for example, the first thing they would do, they think they would want to join a gym. And then I always say this to all my members, I take it as a personal responsibility to speak to every single member that signs up. Because there's a few things that needs to be demystified regarding weight management. And I'll leave this as a jewel for you guys. When you put weight on, the first thing that someone thinks that they need to do is to join a gym and to start exercising. And for me, that is not the first line for weight loss. I think the first thing that people need to understand that if they were to put weight on, particularly on the midsection, they are insulin resistant, which means the body's not assimilating calories as efficiently as it should. That problem has to be corrected first before effective weight loss can occur. And so if I use an analogy, if you think that if you have a sink that is clogged up at home, and the more you try to put food or water in it, it's just simply not going to go down, it just spills over. And so imagine that is what's happening to food. Every time you eat something, it spills over into your closest organ, which is your abdomen. And so the body's not being properly satiated. The body's not assimilating calories as efficiently as it should. You have to unblock that sink first before effective weight loss can occur. So that's why people don't understand that obesity is another form of malnutrition. We always think malnutrition is someone who is extremely skinny and have their ribs showing. But obesity is also another form of malnutrition because the body is not being properly satiated. And so we stay in a state of hunger all the time. So, you know, if I can say one thing to your audience is that if you're overweight and you're struggling with overweight and you're carrying weight around your midsection, understand that this is an issue that has to be corrected first, that you're insulin resistant. That has to be corrected first. And if you're insulin resistant, you're also in a pre-diabetic state. And so the next step from that is what they call adult onset diabetes. Those things has to be corrected first. So there's a series of things that must be done to correct those things first in order for effective weight loss can occur. Exercise only represents about 15%, actually. Less than that, less than 50% of weight management. The majority of it comes from how in the diet and how you manage your eating habits.